Welcome to the 2023 Melbourne Chain Reaction Challenge. Phil Legger here, the voice of cycling and a proud patron of the Chain Reaction Foundation. The 2023 Melbourne Challenge Peloton completed 7 days through the spectacular South Island, New Zealand, to raise money for our two incredible charity partners, Monash Children's Hospital and Starlight Children's Foundation.
It's the passion of our riders and our corporate supporters and everyone who's been involved with Chain Reaction over that time that we've been able to achieve what we have, making sure that our number one purpose is being achieved, and that is to raise funds, really valuable funds for kids in need.
The group was welcomed to New Zealand by the local Maori tribe, who held a ceremony to bestow best wishes and ask for safe passage on their journey on the South Island. The riders were excited to put their months of chain reaction training into practice by coaches David McKenzie and Brenton Jones, who prepared them well.
We're here on stage one for the Chain Reaction Foundation Melbourne ride. It's a 70-kilometre loop around Christchurch. I'm sure everyone's looking forward to it after the months of training they've done.
The opening day saw the Peloton cycle a popular training loop for local Christchurch cyclists and enjoy the harbour views along the ancient volcanic crater's edge. To start day two, the peloton began with a loop around the north side of Christchurch before passing through the port town of Littleton.
It is a real challenge. It makes you think back to why we're here, doing it for the kids, and certainly the pain that we go through is nothing like what they do, so all puts it into perspective.
Nice flat country lanes gave the bunch a chance to move around and talk before a slight climb along the Rakaya River pointed them towards the mountain range, which included the ski area of Mount Hutt.
Chain Reaction do an incredible job running this week, whether it be support staff and feeding us throughout the day, the massages, the presentations at night, looking out for us on the road. It's an incredible event, and Chain Reaction do an amazing job in getting us through safely.
Day 3 began with the peloton climbing Arthur's Pass, a sharp mountain range offering plenty of opportunity to take in the scenery, some of which was used to film scenes from Lord of the Rings movies. Breathtaking descent through a gorge gradually flattened out on the west side of the South Island, ending with an overnight stay in the seaside town of Greymouth.
I think one of the unique parts about Chain Reaction is you've got all types of people that are committed, whether they're company CEOs or we've got some tradespeople, we've got marketing and support, we've got massage therapists. But once you get on the bike in the morning, everyone's the same. They're all pedalling or supporting for the same cause. And again, I think that's what creates for such a great culture. And it's why it's so enjoyable. And again, it's why we have such great success year on, year out.
Day 4 presented a mixture of lush green farmland and rainforest with the towering mountain range on one side and the Tasman Sea on the other. A key feature of the west coast are the many bridges that span the wide riverbeds that carry the snowmelt from the central mountain range down to the Pacific. 3 short sharp peaks in a pocket of rainforest at the end of the day was well worth saving the legs for.
For a great cause, doing it for the kids.
On day 5, the roads made the riders a little nervous by continuously pointing them towards the large mountains. Luckily, the climbers avoided at the last moment, a sigh of relief for those who already had tired legs. As the road continued south, the ever-changing scenery contained a little of everything the west coast had to offer. The tarmac was framed by lush rainforest, flat green farmland, wide stony riverbeds, wide freshwater lakes and the ocean. While today was a tough day on the bike, the riders reflect on the reason they have committed to challenging themselves.
What keeps me coming back is the people and the charity organisations that the money goes to, and the families and the impact that the money has. And then just to come and spend a week with such positive people, it's my favourite week of the year, and I look forward to it every single year.
Funds raised will support the purchase of 20 cutting-edge cardiorespiratory monitors for Monash Newborn Special Care Nursery at Casey Hospital, saving the lives of thousands of premature and unwell babies across the state.
Having this monitoring system will ensure that babies can stay closer to home, eases the burden and load on families, especially during a time when the little babies are so ill and it's a lot of stress and emotion.
Funds will also support Starlight Children's Foundation to have positive impact on sick kids' lives through Captain Starlight and the Starlight Express Rooms programs.
I absolutely cannot believe the amount of effort and hard work that's gone into all of your training, all of the riding itself here in New Zealand. I cannot thank you enough for the amount of work and effort and fundraising as well that has just supported not only us at Starlight but also Monash Children's Health.
We've been checking the weather all night. We woke up this morning and the rain had set in, huge wind, like 75km/h gusts and well over a metre of rain due in this part of the world at the moment. So for obviously safety reasons, we've organised a bus to come and pick everybody up and we'll truck their bikes to Wanaka. We've gotten off the bus, got the bikes out of the truck and we're going to have a pedal along the edge of the lake at Wanaka.
The grand landscapes of the mountains and the vast lakes surrounding presented a series of postcard moments. The scale of the environment is difficult to take in. The mountains tower over the valley, the rivers are wide, the waterfalls flow hard, and the lakes are huge. The riders took a moment to take it all in, an appropriate reward for the tough months of training and the dedication to fundraising that has brought them all here. The week is nearly at an end, and the peloton have come together through what has been a challenging week on the bike. Lifelong relationships have been formed and plans to reconnect after the challenge have been made.
It compels you to come back every time because you want to be a part of it and you want to help and you want to be involved.
The grind up the Cadrona Valley on day 7 tested tyre legs at the end of a long week.
Steeper. Down. Only got another one to go. Here we go.
However, the view for the top over Queenstown was a fitting reward, as is the famous descent down the Crown Range. With 6 tough days in their legs, the peloton prepared for the final challenge of the week.
Looking above, it's probably one of the most intimidating views I've seen. Seeing cars go up at that vertical. Wasn't sure how we were going to attack it, but I guess just head down. But again, with all the support crew all the way through, supporting and clapping, just make sure you keep your head down and just think about what we're here for, and that's raising money.
Friends and family in town gathered to congratulate the riders on a tough week on the bike.
That's probably one of the toughest days I think I've ever had to endure. Honestly, you go through some mental numbness when you're grinding up a 10-kilometre hill at 10% climbs, and all I kept thinking about was my kids, the kids in the hospital, why we're all doing it.
What an incredible 7-day journey, riding 1,000 kilometres to raise money for children in need. Congratulations to all involved and thank you to everyone that contributed to the 2023 Melbourne Chain Reaction Challenge. This is a tremendous achievement. The ride could not be made possible without the generous support of our partners and our sponsors. We would like to thank and acknowledge our wonderful sponsors for their commitment to making a difference to the lives of children in need. We're proud and very grateful for your dedication.